Welcome back to the latest Energized Show. We're going to move into the world of football because over the week, well, last week obviously, it was the Europa League final, Champions League final, and this week it's also the European qualifiers for Euro 2020 and the Nations League semi-final and finals are going down. But Ross, we may as well start off. Chelsea are now the Europa League champions after beating Arsenal 4-1 last week. Ross, what do you make of the game, man?
First of all the action came from the second half.
Yeah. That is so true, by the way.
Yeah, all 5 goals came in the second half. It was absolutely insane how easily Chelsea just dismantled Arsenal in the second half.
It was, wasn't it? We predicted 3. What was it? 3? No,
I think that was the final. I think we were saying 2-1 to
2-0?
Arsenal.
I think we both thought Arsenal would win.
Yeah,
Very us doing a sports show and getting it wrong.
Typical Arsenal fashion, they were spineless. They were zero resistance. Chelsea just went in there and hammered them in the second half.
They did.
I sort of look at Arsenal and go, where do they go from here? They also lost to a Chelsea team that seems to be all over the place, like with the manager as well.
And Hazard.
And Hazard's leaving, so I suppose it was his last game. He scored 2 goals. He was sort of the difference between the two teams, wasn't he?
He really was, man. He really was.
Yeah.
He must have been like, right, this is my last game. I'm going to go all out. Watching the game itself, it looked like that friendly that they had over in Singapore. Remember, Chelsea took on Arsenal in Singapore. It was just, the stadium, it wasn't even filled. It was also like, having that 2 weeks off from their last previous game, that didn't help at all, you know? No?
Yeah. Also, terrible atmosphere because it was in Azerbaijan as well.
Yeah. I doubt they'll be going there again anytime soon.
No, they won't be going to Azerbaijan anytime soon. All
right.
Yeah. So I think for me,
all right, Dick.
My dad's looking for his car keys. He can't find them. Dick, do you want to say hello?
You may as well say hello, Dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying hello. I need my keys.
My dad can't find his car keys in very him fashion. I don't think they're in here. I think they were in here. We would have found them.
Sorry.
You're
fine. Don't worry about it.
Ross, you definitely had them. You're hiding them. But
that was my dad for the first time ever introduced to the show. Chelsea Arsenal. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, so here, by the way, I totally forgot that Arsenal losing this, they're out. They're not even in the Champions League next year.
Yeah, they're in the Europa League now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they actually had something to fight for, and Chelsea didn't really.
Yeah, that's what made
win the Europa League.
That's what made it even weirder. But here, the thing is, right after that game, watching Arsenal Fan TV and watching Mr. DT, so annoyed. I couldn't help but laugh. But it was I understand his hurt because being a United fan, I was just like, oh, that is just such a
I was actually in the car with Jade watching Arsenal Fan TV, and I was explaining to her how all the fan channels work because her little brother's a massive Liverpool fan. I was like, oh, they have Red Man TV, and Arsenal have Arsenal Fan TV. I think Chelsea have Blue Line TV or something like that. I was like, United are so big, they have 2 channels.
Yeah.
They have the United stand and Full Time Devils.
Yeah.
And I explained to her, and she was like, no way. I was like, oh, this is what your brother watches on YouTube because he told me he watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, Arsenal have the most fans on their channel because they lose. The more your team loses, the more fans your channel has because everyone else follows them. Yeah. Which I think is hilarious. Yeah. But all those guys go to every single game. They're such actually great fans to have. But
yeah, but they are getting funded through it's basically the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But yeah, but if you go to Azerbaijan and all that is serious effort.
It is, yeah. Although, imagine being paid to go to every United match. It's not that bad, you know?
No. Well, it would be at the moment.
It would be at the moment, yeah.
But your man DT's someone goes to him and goes, how many games have you been to this year, man? And he's like, fuck off, I've been to all games. I was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah. It's a real strange thing, Arsenal Fan TV, isn't it? The way they're making a living off sort of
their team doing shit.
Yeah.
The worse their team does, the better their channel does.
Yeah.
Your man Claude, the Elfa, he left the show because of that.
I can't really blame him.
He was like, this is a disgrace. You're making money off our club doing shit.
Yeah. There's something I don't like. I wouldn't be that proud of Manchester United fans if they were doing the same sort of thing. It's you know what I mean? DT knows what he's doing. He knows he's trying to get them views and stuff, and there's just something about it that is just a bit selling the soul a bit.
Insincere, is it?
I don't know. He's sort of putting it on. He knows. On his own YouTube, he made his own YouTube channel. He has like over like 200,000 followers. And
Already?
Well, man, he's the only video.
Yeah,
I
but
really
I
tune into.
look at the United ones, and like I think everyone's close to 100, and that's about it. All
Yeah.
like the individual United.
Yeah, but in his bio, it's like the most followed fan in online football, like YouTube
is
channel. Yeah, DT's is. Yeah, you'd wonder
I'm
if
not
like
surprised. Like
you'd wonder if
face
Arsenal
them.
did well, what would happen to his channel? You know.
Yeah, 100%. People stop watching.
Yeah. So Chelsea 1-4-1. What are
Yeah.
you expecting? What are you expecting from Chelsea now? Where do you think Hazard's going to go? He said his goodbyes. Sarri's supposedly leaving now as well.
He's straight off the Real Madrid. To be honest, it seems almost like a done deal. I think they're just waiting to finalise the money side of things. Chelsea have sort of accepted he's going. Chelsea are in big trouble now because they have a transfer ban. So it's going to be interesting to see how they line up next year, who they're going to sell, who they're going to keep. But I think it's going to be the first time Chelsea are going to have to use that army of players they have out on loan and recall a few of them back.
Yeah.
It's very important for them to keep now the likes of Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was going to have a big year this
Kante.
year. Come back, Kante. Kovacic won't be there either. Sure you won't.
You might be able to get him on loan again.
Yeah, maybe. Can they still loan players? Can they? I hope for their sake they can.
Who knows, man.
But
do you think Sarri will leave?
I think he will, to be honest. That Juventus job's after coming available as well, and if Juventus want him, that'd be extraordinarily tempting for him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Although, like, would you hire Sarri? Like, is he? He's not just throwing strops on the sideline the whole time. Like, that's not who I'd want to charge.
It's a bit of passion, though, man. You know, it's a bit of like he cares. Like,
know
think
he
about it.
cares,
One
but, like-
season, he's gotten the two finals, won one, and then gotten third in the Premier League after all he's been through. Like,
I
quite
suppose if
impressive.
you look at it that way, it's actually not bad. I think it's more so like I feel like the media have portrayed him to do a much worse job than he has. Would that be fair to say? Would it?
Yeah.
And what about Emery? What's he going to do with Arsenal?
Yeah, that's where we're going to get to. Arsenal,
I feel
no
like-
Champions League.
They have to give him a budget. I think that's the main thing.
Supposedly now they're only going to get 45 million, and then if you
What to
think,
spend in the summer?
yeah, 45 million. They're in the Europa League. Basically, no player is worth over like 50 million. Like maybe a Aubameyang.
You know what's sort of weird, right? If you look at Arsenal's team and look at Wolves' team, whose team do you actually think is actually better? Because I think it's tight enough.
It is tight enough. I see Wolves as a bit like Liverpool. Like just their core of like how they play is so much better than like Arsenal are a bit all over the place. Whereas like they have a perfect flow.
No, I think you have that perfect nailed on. Wolves play the same football regardless of what 11 men are on the pitch.
Yeah.
And Liverpool do the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the other top teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, United, they don't. And I think it's always a telltale sign when you see teams like Man United change their formation depending on what team they're coming up against.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think any team should really do that unless you're like down the bottom half and trying to avoid relegation.
Yeah.
You're almost taking a knee. But what would you do with Arsenal now, man, in the summer? Like Ozil, people are going mad about Ozil. This is going to be his third year in a row, Arsenal, in the Europa
They're in
League.
a very similar situation to Man United. They have to drop a lot of dead weight. If I was looking at Arsenal, I'd probably sell Bellerin. He's been there too long, and like he seems to be quite negative in the dressing room. Granit Xhaka, I'd chop him straight away. Maybe move Koscielny on. He's getting a bit older. I know he's club captain, but you have to look at those players. They already lost Ramsey. Like, he was a terrible loss.
Yeah.
And I have to get rid of Ozil. He just has to go. He's on too much money. He's lazy. He's just not what you want in the middle of your club.
Arsenal almost bowed down taking him off with like 20 minutes to go. It was just like, you're taking off the highest paid player. That's a bit crazy.
For a 19-year-old called Joe Wilcox.
Yeah. But fair play to Chelsea. Finished the league off strong. Very important. And then Arsenal finished it off terribly. But the Champions League final. Liverpool won 2-0 against Tottenham over the weekend. I think it's fairly obvious to say the most eventful thing from this match was when Vitali's girlfriend ran on the pitch streaking.
Yeah, that was absolute lunacy. Also,
Yeah.
the fact that she ended up on TV, because most times streakers, like, they don't get on TV, but she ran like directly in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, do you know
She knew exactly what she was doing, didn't she?
Yeah, well, she's seen Vitali has done that in like the World Cup final, the baseball final, the NBA finals, the NFL finals. Like he's done it everywhere. So that's hilarious. He was also in the stadium, but she actually went up over she got an extra like over 2 million followers on Instagram, and then like her account was then hacked and deleted. But like that's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it?
She's gonna sell so many tea winners.
Yeah, man. She's sort of. Vitalia is like 10 million subscribers on YouTube. It's just can't wait for that video to come out. By the way, but Ross 2-0. It was. I felt like the game was ruined a bit. Well, not really for Liverpool fans. After 2 minutes, Mohamed Sissoko gave away a penalty, and then the game just sort of like died out a bit. Then until the streaker, and then again when Origi scored a great finish with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, I was looking at just thinking Spurs are having sort of shots from 20 yards out, 25 yards out.
Yeah,
never each troubled Alisson. There was 1 or 2 moments where I thought they had a break going. They didn't play the right balls. I didn't really see. I couldn't believe they didn't bring Lucas Moura on until after the 60th minute. Like he scored a hat trick in the semi final. I thought he should have started, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I said to my dad. Why did even Sissoko play? Why does Sissoko play? And he goes, well, he played well in the semis. And I was like, yeah, but like Lucas Moura got a hat trick in the semis, you know.
Oh, I would have started Sissoko over Harry Winks. So I think Harry Winks should have been the person who missed out. I think it should have been Sissoko and Eriksen midfield, and then they played Son, Dele Alli and Moura with Kane up top.
I think maybe I don't know to agree with you or not, because like Winks is sort of a fellow who connects the forwards to the backs, and he's actually been doing all right. He was out injured leading up to it as well, so maybe that was a bit of a gamble. It just didn't seem like anyone really showed up. I think they felt a bit deflated after the giving away the penalty, and then also like Eriksen didn't step up, Dele Alli didn't step up, Harry Kane obviously wasn't fit.
But
you know
for me, I just look and go, who's going to win you the game, Lucas Moura or Harry Winks? And I go, Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I suppose they probably shouldn't have played Sogo after you given a handball after 2 minutes. But
exactly, yeah.
That's the way it worked out. Look, Liverpool deserved to win. Everyone thought they were going to win going into the game. They were the better team.
We said 3-1 going into the game. It was 2-0.
2-0. Liverpool by 2 goals.
Yeah.
So,
massive shout out to Liverpool winning that.
And you know what? I was happy for Mo Salah to score the penalty just because what happened to him last year's Champions League final.
Yeah, those Liverpool fans are something else, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the best fans in the world, and I hate saying that, but they're really hard. Like, they travel in such force.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, there was like 50,000 fans over at that game, and like 2 lads I work went over the game, and it was just incredible.
Yeah,
when they sing "You'll Never Walk Alone," it's a different animal, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It actually is.
It sends a chill down your spine. You're like, oh, and like sitting here being United fans, you're like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
In terms of being like an actual football fan, that is like the pinnacle of what that sport means.
Yeah.
When they beat Barcelona, I felt like that was it.
Yeah. What do you think of Liverpool overall? Because like, are they the best team in the world? Because I don't see any of their players and be like, they are like total world class. Bar like Van Dijk, maybe Alisson in a couple of years' time, Salah, yeah, maybe a bit of Mane, but like, I feel like whoever they take out of that team and put in is just going to do just as good. As we said earlier, the flow of the side is just they have embedded what's going on. It's 4-3-3. The fullbacks go up and cross in. The midfielders are like in a beehive, and then the 3 attackers just cause chaos. So whoever is replacing whoever, they just know what job they're doing. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, it starts from the back, and then it moves the whole way forward. They have such confidence now after buying Alisson and Van Dijk that the rest of the team can do that press forward. Alexander-Arnold, I think, got something like 9 assists in the league this year. Yeah. And Andy Robertson, I personally think, is the best left back in the world.
Yeah.
Matip has really sort of come alongside Van Dijk. Who knows? Liverpool are going to probably strengthen in the summer, and that's probably one position they might look at being like, you know what? De Ligt would be brilliant for them to sign.
How much money are you expecting that they'd spend?
I think they were probably going to spend 120 million, I'd say, in the summer. They'll probably buy 2 players, if not 3 players, for that amount. Their midfield is like such an engine as well. Yeah. Their players never stop. Henderson, Milner, Fabinho. I know Keita was injured. Wijnaldum. Who's ever on, like, they're just working so hard for the team. They're probably like the unsung heroes of the team.
They're a band of brothers, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
And then like Mane is absolutely electric when he gets in behind you. Salah is like, he's got it all. He's like the Messi of English football. And then Firmino actually links them up so well together. But I felt like he's probably been the lesser of the 3 this season.
Yeah.
And then Origi's like Mr. Champions League.
Yeah. Supposedly he only had 3 shots in the Champions League and scored all 3 of them.
Yeah, but that's all you need. #clutch.
That is clutch.
He's like their Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry. No, Kevin Durant. Sorry, Kevin Durant. He's the one who does it in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but fair play to Liverpool. Fair play to Liverpool, man. You know.
Yeah, they were brilliant.
They were. But this week, the Euro 2020 qualifiers go down. Ireland are back in action, and they are taking on Denmark away on Friday. That's at 7:45. And then they play Gibraltar at home in the Aviva Stadium on Monday at 7:45.
Viva in the Aviva.
Unfortunately, Shane Long's out, but let's see what they can do, man. Because
well, they're playing Gibraltar, so they should win 2 or 3-0 anyway.
no, well, the first game against Denmark, you know what I mean? Hopefully,
Oh, well, that's a different gravy.
that is a different. Gravy.
Hopefully, Christian Eriksen's like tired and won't play
Exactly, yeah,
because he gave us a very hard time. The last time we had an important game against Denmark.
yeah. He got a hat trick.
Yeah, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Although, like, they should be up for the game because, you know, last time we played them in the Aviva, is it?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Yeah, so if we're playing them in the Aviva, we should be up for it. Hopefully we get the job done.
I think we lost 5-1 or something, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-0 up as well.
Yeah. There was actually a warm-up match. The Irish under-21s were playing the senior team, and the under-21s beat us 2-1.
Yeah, Kevin Kilban said that was standard, no?
Zinedine Zidane, Kilban.
Yeah, so, look, I watch the Irish games. I'm not overly excited about them. I'm not overly looking forward to them. It's Irish football. That's the way it is.
Although they've been playing a bit better, man. They're a bit
In fairness,
hungrier.
they have played slightly better, but it's just like the standard isn't as good. Like, how much more excited would you be if you had Declan Rice and Jack Grealish in midfield? You'd be like,
man.
brilliant.
We've like dropped the expectation, so therefore now we're like high achieve again. Because if we're like we're going to win the World Cup, we're just going to be letting ourselves down.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but then also the Nations League semi-finals are on this week.
This is what I'm more about.
Yeah, exactly. Portugal are taking on Switzerland in the semi-final. That's on tomorrow, so that's on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, Holland take on England. That's both games are on at 7:45. That like Holland against England, that's going to be a quality game.
Yeah.
Van Dijk has not been dribbled by in like 64 games in a row now, so I can't wait to see what he does against England. And then, so who are you expecting to win this, Ross?
I like the Netherlands and I like Portugal.
Okay. And then the third and fourth place playoff is on Sunday at 2 o'clock. And then the final itself will be on at 7:45 on Sunday. So I'm expecting Portugal to take on Holland in the final. And then who wins it, Ross? Imagine
Holland.
Ronaldo against Holland.
I think Memphis Depay is going to do it.
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously we'll be back again next week to cover the show and talk more transfers, all that sort of crack, and more. Ross, the camera didn't turn off. Your dad made a guest appearance. Anything else to say before we sign off?
Who knows what's going to ever happen on the Energized show with the Energized couches?
Did your dad ever find the keys?
Who knows? I actually think he did.
Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and as always,
stay energized.